Tom, thanks. We've seen COVID testing sites reopen all across our area as cases continue to rise, and that includes up in Searcy. But staffing those sites is not easy as workers are pulled to help with other COVID issues. As THV 11's Ian Russell found out, volunteers are now stepping up to make sure one clinic is staffed, and they'll say they'll be there as long as they need to be.
With COVID cases ramping up, the Searcy Fire Department is trading in their boots and coats for a different kind of gear, one that's a little less fire protective, but a lot better for dealing with the pandemic.
We've got a great group of guys here that are willing to step up and help the community.
For firefighters at the Searcy Fire Department, helping is just part of the job description.
It's just kind of purpose built for that, is hey, who needs some help and where can we help?
So when the opportunity to help those in their community came up, they jumped on it.
We asked what we could do to basically help with COVID, and they asked that, they said that it would be a huge help if we could open up the COVID lines. So we volunteered some of our personnel.
And instead of fighting fires, some of them are helping fight COVID by staffing the drive-through testing clinic at Unity Health.
We've been seeing about an average of 150 people come through on a day. The busiest we've seen since we've been reopened is 180.
The clinic isn't as busy as it was when testing was at its peak. They hit almost 400 tests a day then, but this time they don't have the staff to draw from other units. They're all busy dealing with their own COVID emergencies.
But now that volumes have picked back up, we've really managed this with volunteers, staff that have come out and still go back and do their normal job. So it hasn't been a full-time job for somebody.
And the firefighters aren't alone in this. Other organizations have stepped up to help fill the gaps. While it's not what they normally do, Captain Swain says that's okay.
But I think that the benefit of it, again, outweighs the risk.
Which is just another part of the job.
We're just willing to step in and do our part, and I hope people see that with a lot of the negativity that's coming around. We hope that people see that, hey, they're asking themselves what can they do instead of trying to tell everybody what they should do.
Reporting in Searcy, I'm Ian Russell, THV 11 News.
Webb says they'll continue evaluating the situation to decide how long they need to keep the testing site open.